Welcome again to another video that I call Sharing Life with You. I hope that you are doing wonderful this Friday. Yesterday, I talked about the resistance that you would have in your life when people will attack you, or people will say things towards you to try to stop you from making a change in your life. Well, today I want to continue talking about resistance in your life. And one of the resistance that you're going to find is going to be your mind. And that is going to be something that you have to learn to overcome in order for you to be able to continue on with your life. Um, you know, as I'm out here in the IM Canal in Morris, it is quiet. Uh, I can hear the little stream behind me. Uh, just stillness is what I hear. In other words, and in your mind, you have to create that quietness. And we're living in a time today where it is so easy for you to receive all of the bad news that are happening in the world today. Um, and that is something that you really have to begin to really uh, distance yourself from it. I'm not saying that you don't need to be aware of what's going on in the world. I say that it's okay, but anytime that you hear about a tragedy uh, in the world, your mind gets affected by it. And when your mind gets affected by those words or that story, it has a negative effect in your body, and it also has a negative effect towards where you really want to go at in life. you know you gotta learn to replace old thoughts with new thoughts. And um, by doing this is going to take some time, but one of the ways is begin to pick up a book, uh, something about how the mind works and how are you able to transform your mind, and especially the subconscious mind, because that's where all of the information gets stored into. you know is it possible for you and for me to be able to take our old thoughts and eliminate them from our life in order for us to build some better thoughts, and the thoughts of a better world um, that we want to live in. you know so what I recommend is for you to really uh, pay close attention to what you're thinking uh, throughout your day. If you don't take control of your thoughts and of your thinking, I'm going to tell you that it's going to take control over you. And I see this a lot in people where they really want to make some serious changes, but the resistance that they're having is their mind, is their thoughts. And for some reason, you know, our mind is great as to remind us of all of the past failures in our life. It's really good in doing that, and it'll go ahead and remind you. So in order for you to begin to work on your thoughts, is you need to gather your thoughts, especially early in the morning, when you first open up your eyes. Think about it for just seconds as to what am I going to think about this very moment. And I know that there are many people who have children and have responsibilities when they wake up in the morning to attend to their need. Well, then give yourself just a minute, 1 minute in the morning, to really gather your thought and tell yourself, this is what I'm going to think on today. And I'm going to think about the changes that I want to do, and when I see these changes in my life, how is that going to make me feel? And how is that going to transform my life So that's the kind of thought that you have to take. um, if you're thinking about what happened yesterday, and you go throughout your day thinking only about the problems and about the lack that you have in your life, you're never going to be able to live in the very present moment, nor you are going to be able to receive what the future has for us. I am not trying to teach um, this self improvement only in your life, because I do believe that in our lives we do need God. And I know what some people may say, and some people may be thinking right now when I mention that, you know but there is something about when you look at creation, and you look at the stream that I have, and again, there's more guards down there, um, and you look at nature, and you stare at the sky at night. you know it could only be someone divine who created all of this. Give yourself a chance to believe in God, in other words, because like I said in my past videos, there's going to be a time in your life where no one is going to have the answer for you. You're not going to have the answer to the problem that you're faced with, but you're going to need you're going to need strength. You're going to need uh, to be lifted up and to be held. uh, you can't explain that with words. It's an experience that you have for yourself, you know and when it comes to self-improvement, and this is what I I'm encouraging you to make changes, because when you make changes, you simply become more aware of what is close to you, and you begin to put away all of the past problems and the failures. you know when you move ahead in life, I'm aware that you are going to be faced with some challenges. They're going to come. There's going to be family members or a friend that you really dearly love that will pass away, but you're going to be in a better place to deal with it and to help someone in their situation. So in my videos, and in all of the videos that you're going to hear, is going to be in the same guideline. And so you have to really work with what you're thinking on. And I know people like movies, and I know people like music, and they like uh, Facebook, and they like Instagram, and the list goes on. But you really got to have a balance, and you really got to know, hold on a second. I'm not going to go ahead and read this article, because if I read this article, how is it going to affect the outgoing of my life, and how is it that I'm going to think on this problem? you know I have made a decision in my own life not to come to a conclusion as to the reasons why things happen to people. I simply just hold on to love and compassion, and I don't ignore them, and I don't say, well, that's on them and that's not me. No, I don't live my life like that. I do feel when I hear things, bad things especially, that go on in people's lives. So, but because of the change of the way that I think, and I encourage you to do this, to really work on your mind. You really work on changing your mind, and then that's going to be probably a change of music, a change of the different type of movies that you watch, the association that you have in your life, and who you are really all the time around with. Uh, it's going to those changes that you make is going to just bring you closer to who you are as a person. Is going to allow you to become more sensitive, uh, more grateful, more loving, more understanding. you know so simply take that today and think about it on the weekend. Have a great weekend. The weather does change a lot, but take control of your thoughts and think on them. I leave you with that today. Uh, there is resistance in going to be in your life, and one of the resistance is going to be your mind. And if you're able to change the way you think, you're going to be able to change a lot of the areas in your life. Thank you again for watching my videos. Share them through your Facebook. Share them any which way you can. Uh, it's just going to help someone else out. Uh, and you never know, like I said in the past, you'll never know the kind of changes that a person may do in their life simply by listening to such a simple video like the ones that I make. Again, I thank you. Till the next video, have a wonderful weekend, and just be safe. Bye bye.